everyone, and welcome to KY Talks. I am Trupta Colbert Nadkarni, your host for this digital platform. Here on this platform, we speak with various entrepreneurs who tell us why they chose not to be stuck in the typical 9 to 5, but decided to do something different, decided to follow their heart and their passion. So two such entrepreneurs, very successful entrepreneurs we will be speaking with today are Mr. Aditya Kelkar and Mr. Mihir Divekar. They are founders of Apace Apparels and Equipment Private Limited, based in Pune. They are a cycling, triathlon and running apparel brand, running successfully since the last 8 years. So we're going to find out more about that in just a minute. So hi Aditya and Mihir, and welcome to the KY platform. And we hope you're doing well today. Okay, so could you tell us a little bit about Apace and how did you come up with the name? Because it's very nice and very unique.
So Mihir's been a tennis player for about a good part of his life actually. Yeah. About 30 years, I think.
Wow.
And so I've been around sports. So I've been around sports in school and after school as well. And I started running in 2005.
Okay.
So when I moved back to India from the US, we also saw that there was a lot of cycling activity going on in India.
Correct.
And obviously the kind of brands that were available then were Nike, Adidas, Reebok, the normal kind. So we said there's nothing available which is Indian and so made in India, Indian cycling brand. So we said, let's try something. So it started off that way, then slowly it gathered steam, and that's really the story. The name, initially we thought of a name called Cadence, which is rhythm, or the synonym is rhythm, but it was already taken. So then we wanted something which would have motion, speed in it.
Right.
And so keep apace is also a nice term, keep up with me kind of a thing.
Right.
So that's why we came up with Apace then.
Awesome. And you said made in India, so that definitely thumbs up to that, which is awesome. So, you already said a little bit, already said about why you wanted to start that, but if you guys would like to add some more, what was the motivation behind starting Apace?
So I'll take that question.
Okay.
So it's kind of doing something on your own, building something on your own is so much more fun than just buying it, right? So like baking a cake or maybe fixing a flat tire.
Right.
It's nice to do something with your hands.
Right.
So that is really the trigger. And so for us, starting our own company was also one of those things.
Okay.
Then there is a chance that your idea really clicks and it sort of leads to wealth, which should be the bottom line for everything.
Right.
In an entrepreneur's life.
Right.
So then creating wealth by creating value out of something is a great motivator. So now when I see, when I go outside for a run or a ride, and I see people wearing our apparel, and so that's a high. And it's sort of a validation that whatever we are doing has created some value for someone.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is big motivation.
Right. That's wonderful. And that was actually going to be a part of my second question as well. What is it about this field that gives you guys a feeling of accomplishment? Or jo bolte na, I got a kick out of this. I know I'm doing the right thing. So,
So let me answer that.
Yeah.
So in an entrepreneur's life, accomplishment is a very permanent thing, and entrepreneurs look at every new milestone. They are always dreamers.
Right.
So you look at something, you want to get it, you work really hard, you plan, you execute, a lot of pain in that, and you accomplish it.
Yeah.
But even as you're accomplishing it, there is that next goal that you've already thought of. There is, for very simple examples in our product line with Apace, we had a product that we did maybe 3 years ago when we first made it. And when we made it, we started selling it. People started liking it.
Right.
But already we were thinking of doing something better with it. And we in the background are already working towards that, which is improving on the product.
Right,
And
right.
it could be even improving on sale numbers. It
Right.
could be any, there are so many aspects
Right.
in terms of accomplishment. But also they are also very temporary. Every day, if you ask any entrepreneur, he's also looking at the next high,
Yeah.
the next milestone, the next peak.
Yeah, yeah.
And that feeling of accomplishment is a continual thing.
This process, yeah. Keep
You
going.
enjoy the path more than the end point. I don't know why, but we enjoy the pain more of getting to it than the accomplishment itself, because then
Right.
by then you realize you want to go somewhere further ahead.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think the path that is more enjoyable than actually accomplishment, according to us.
Absolutely. And when you look back, it's the journey, you know, that you guys have come this far. You keep looking ahead. So that's awesome. So, you know, coming to my third question, like, you know, when you start a new venture, there are bound to be challenges, there are bound to be obstacles. So in the case of Apace, like, what were some of the barriers that were broken, or, you know, what are some of the challenges that you guys had to face?
So let me answer that as well, because
Okay.
I'm on the road, it looks like. Obstacles, so we both, if you see our engineers, I'm a computer engineer, he's a mechanical engineer.
Okay.
We used to work in our own fields. Aditya is a logistics and scheduling expert for production and stuff like that.
Okay.
I used to sell software for a living. And after all of this, moving into from a stable, people yearn for stability.
Yeah.
They want something that is, people around you want you to be stable and very nice and hunky-dory, very tight.
Right.
And going into something that is unknown. So for us, going from our tech backgrounds into a garment industry
Yeah.
to begin with, and that's a huge leap.
Mm.
Plus, starting something of your own means a lot of instability, uncertainty over some period of time.
Yeah.
So I think explaining to people, because they did not understand why we are taking a decision like this.
Correct.
So explaining to people around us was one of the obstacles. I will not call it an obstacle, but something that we had to circumvent or get around.
Right.
So people around us understood why we are doing what we are doing. And also, because we are from this background, we had nobody in our families that did business per se. Running a business was a ground up learning activity from us. For
Wow.
us.
Yeah.
So, not only was selling in the garment industry, but also actually running a business. So
Right.
now that I say it, sounds very foolish for us to do what we did, but today it looks like it's all right.
But, right.
But what it literally meant for both of us was we were learning every day
Yeah.
new things,
Yeah.
and we had to learn at a very fast pace.
Right.
I mean, the bigger, even today, the bigger we are getting, the faster we have to learn,
Yeah.
because
Correct.
there's no end. There's no end to it. I mean,
Correct.
we have to keep learning, keep adapting. Even today's scenario of Corona, lockdown,
Yeah.
I mean, I think the whole community itself is now learning again. I mean,
Right.
forget us that we were novices and we were not from this background to begin with. People who have been well established for 25 years are also having to learn and
Yeah.
reinvent their business and do whatnot. So I think learning from every person in our company, and vendors, customers, even employees within us, was like an everyday activity and still is.
Right.
So these
Right.
are the kind of, obstacles. Is not they're not obstacles. Are a very negative word. I think these are the things that we had to go through.
Right. 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 Very well said, Mihir. And like you mentioned, the Corona pandemic. So how has it affected you guys? And like, what are some of the adjustments or modification you all have had to do in this current time?
Aditya?
Obviously, for a few months there was no business,
Yeah.
so that did affect everything from a money point of view, financial point of view.
Okay.
But I think it gave us time to sort of realign what we wanted to do as opposed to what we were doing at before the lockdown, and it also gave us time to think about what were the excesses that we were doing, where was the waste,
Okay.
and it forced us to eliminate waste.
Okay.
to a large extent actually.
Right.
So waste as in wasted effort, wasted money,
Right.
wasted resources, everything really needs to be nice and controlled in a financial situation like this. So that's what the lockdown really did for us. So it was bad from a business point of view, but in the longer term, I think we made changes which will actually help us.
Help you guys, yeah. That's definitely true. Awesome. So, coming to my next question, right now, what do you think is needed for you guys to reach your business aspirations or business goals, so to speak?
So the industry that we are in,
Yeah.
whether it's the apparel industry, but we are in a very niche segment in that.
Right.
Cycling, triathlon, and running is a slightly larger market than that.
Right.
But there is a lot of foreign brands that are available at various price points.
Yeah.
So for us, I think two important factors are, one is growth mentality. So essentially, everybody has opportunities to grow, but you have to use those opportunities, and growth has to be in the right direction rather than an amoeba in many directions.
Right.
So we've kept a focus on continuous improvement and growing in terms of our abilities, our own abilities as well as abilities of the company itself.
Okay.
And so, for example, the products that we have right now, it took us cycles to get them to where they are and where we will be happy with them. Okay. It took us many cycles for that, and we didn't stop at that. It's still an ongoing process, because every time you do something, there is going to be someone who does things better. So if you don't have a growth mentality, it's not really going to help. And we do have that, I think. So that is one thing that helps us.
Right.
On the same lines, it's also innovative, or you could say slightly out of the box thinking.
Right.
Because we are not from this industry, we actually don't have any preconceived notions about how something should be made, how something should be designed, or what to use where. Initially it was trial and error, now it's better judgment from us.
Okay.
And because it's not preconceived ideas,
Right.
we can actually experiment far better than somebody who is from that industry and is closeted in that square of thinking.
Yeah. So there's
So
no
that,
yeah.
So I think those are the two factors that will help us.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's really good. And I have seen some of your designs and all, I think they're really super cool. So,
Thanks.
so that does bring me to my next question, that how has this venture changed you guys? What changes has it brought about in your life?
I think this has made us really focused
Nice.
to what we do and how we do it.
Yeah.
Because of the way and the pace at which things move in business,
Right.
as well as the way we are moving in terms of our own pace of working, the change in the work that we do over these couple of years,
Okay.
we're always short of time.
Yeah.
So we end up keeping things, we've held on to things that are really important to us. I
Right.
think a lot of the fluff, like Aditya was saying, we through the lockdown, we cut out the fluff in a pace. I think in our lives as well, I think we have cut out most of the fluff that is around it. So we have held on to things that we really like.
Right.
It made us want to keep things very simple,
Right.
not too complicated, make sure that everything is easy and quick to do and not very complicated.
Right.
Also working with so many people, I mean, like I was saying, so we were learning every day, and so many people have helped us.
Right.
There have been people who had run businesses before, there are people like friends, even employees, for example. They give us so much in terms of help and learning and stuff. We've sort of ended up understanding the value of each person, however small to however large.
Right. Right.
it makes that whole thing move in the correct direction and move fast as well.
Right.
So moving is not enough. Moving fast is also equally important.
Right.
And a pace.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. In your when you were talking, the word pace has come many times. So now I can see that the word is very fitting. So.
Yeah, we were really wise when we put our name to that word to the company. I'm being sarcastic.
It's definitely unique for one. I have not heard any other like a pace.
Correct. And many of the things that we have done in Apace or even the line of business we are in, nobody in India had per se done it then. So there was no clear person who can say, hey, if I just copy this person, I'm quite okay. I mean, I'll reach the end of the shores. But because we had to learn, and so it's taught us a lot of values that people give us, and we ended up respecting them as well a lot.
That's amazing. And you guys are entrepreneurs in the true sense, because like you said, it's been a constant process where you all have been learning every single day. And that's what, I've never stopped and looked back. Which, does bring me to my last question is, what are words of wisdom or advice that you guys would like to give to the upcoming or budding entrepreneurs out there who want to do something different but are scared to take that step?
That's Aditya, words of wisdom and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have shaved my grey beard today, but
okay.
I can give some words of wisdom, I guess. So I think if you have an idea and a vision for that idea, and you can afford a temporary dip in income, and you think that your idea has legs to make it big, then you should just go for it.
Right.
Like I said before, it's okay to be ignorant of what is standard in that particular industry.
Okay.
You could just try doing your own thing, because there is generally no standard way of doing something. Right. There is always one way and another way. Whatever works for you, I think if you follow that, it will eventually work out. If it doesn't work out, it will at least give you more ideas to pursue.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that I think would put it in a nutshell.
Right. True. Like, don't not do something for the fear of it, just go for it and then let's see where it takes you.
Right.
So, Mihir, please add something you.
So I think an entrepreneur also has to be an optimist.
True.
A lot of things are sometimes against you, sometimes anything, but you should always be an optimist. You look at a situation and just persevere or have some patience.
Right.
And I think you can work your way through it and come onto the other side a better person,
right,
or a better business.
Of course.
So I think being an optimist also is very important when you're an entrepreneur, because you're fighting the whole way.
Right. Yeah. True.
Otherwise, you cannot get through. There will be no motivation.
Yeah. Very true and very well said. You have to have patience and it can't be instant gratification, and be an optimist also. So I think very well said, and we would really like to thank you from the KY Digital Platform for agreeing to come and speak with us and giving us your time.
Sure.
And we wish you guys all the very best for Apace. And it was really nice to speak with both of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was good to be here. Thanks.
Yes. Thank you so much, Aditya. Thank you so much, Mihir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.